First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing its truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. In this particular video, we're going to talk about sedition again. But like Elder Apostle Rakah said, we're repetitive because the scriptures are repetitive, you know? The scriptures say the same thing, all right? And we're going to continue to say the same thing. So anyway, we're going to get into sedition because with all these shootings that's going on, you know, the grocery store shooting, the school shooting, and I believe there was like another one that just recently happened. You know, now you have Biden talking about gun control and passing gun control laws. Eventually, they're going to come and try to take all of the firearms. Now, we don't give a fuck. We actually want them to pass gun control laws to get this race war starting because we know a race, Slovakia, a civil war starting because we know it's going to be a civil war anyway. It's going to be a race war too. That's 15 under 16 right there. But we want the civil war to happen. So we want them to pass those laws, and we know that they are. And check this out. And the prophecies are jumping off of the page because you have groups out there, militia groups out there, that are Second Amendment extremists. One is called the Boogaloo Boys. And if you come try to take their guns, they will try to shoot the fuck out you. You know, they don't give a fuck if it's the U.S. military, the cops, SWAT, whoever. They're going to fight. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can Google Boogaloo Boys. Who are the Boogaloo Boys? All right. Examine extremism. All right. Let's look at Wikipedia. See, there's a bunch of white boys in camo and shit like that, but they have Hawaiian shirts on under it. That's like one of the things that they do. All of them have Hawaiian shirts, but you see no body armor, AR-15s, all that. But it says the Boogaloo movement, who adherents are often referred as the Boogaloo Boys or the Boogaloo Boys, is a loosely organized far-right anti-government extremist movement in the United States. It has also been described as a militia because it is a militia. And something about them, they have Black Lives Matter shit on, like that, patches on and shit like that. That they racist still because you had some of them that was caught already trying to firebomb that Black Lives Matter shit. You know what I mean? They were trying to firebomb, Molotov cocktail them. Why would they try to do that if they're for them? Well, they're trying to seem not racist, like the rest of these devils out here. All of them got their best friend is black, right? They just doing the same thing that all Edomites do. They're racist too. Anyway, it has also been described as a militia. Adherents say they are preparing for or seek to incite a second American Civil War. Right, they are accelerationists. They want a civil war to pop off. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if you get inside of their views, they know that there's corruption. This is why there's sedition, because they do protest and try to incite people, getting into the definition of sedition, to incite people to rise up against the government, rise up against the authority. Not just them. You have other militias and all these Trump supporters and shit. All that too. You got a lot of sedition going on right now. But they are accelerationists, which means they want a civil war to happen. Or Second American Revolution, which they call the Boogaloo or the Boog. See that? See, I could stop right there. Let's read the second one real quick. The movement consists of pro-gun, right? Pro-Second Amendment. If you come try to take their guns, they are going to fight back. They're already on a list anyway. Anti-government groups. The movement consists of pro-gun, anti-government groups. The specific ideology of each group varies, and views on topics such as race differ widely. See that? You see that right there? Some are white supremacists. Now, how can some be? Look, you can't be not a part of the KKK, but all your friends is a part of the KKK. all of them, your best friends and all of that too. And I can't say, and you turn around and say that you're not racist. Well, if you were not so-called, if you were not racist, then you wouldn't associate yourself with people like that, right? You wouldn't be in the same area. These people are in the same group of white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Check that out. Groups who believe that the impending unrest will be a race war, because there's going to be a race war as well. As a matter of fact, we're going to get 15 and 16 in Second Ezra. There are also groups that condemn racism and white supremacy. Whatever, we see through that. Although attempts by some individual elements of the movement to support anti-racist groups and movements such as Black Lives Matter have been met with weariness and skepticism, and researchers and journalists are unsure if they are genuine or meant to obscure the movement's actual objectives. As a matter of fact, let's get inside of these scriptures real quick. Let's take Ezra 15, and we're going to 16 too. For there, it's like it. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall rise, like it, shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, that's a race war right there. A modern day sword is what? A gun. And one people standing up to fight against another, that is a race war. And we talked about the Boogaloo Boys that want a race war to happen. That's what they're preparing for. And they're also preparing for this sedition. All right? Or civil war. Salakia on that. For there shall be sedition amongst men. Now, what is sedition? Sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority or of a state or a monarch. Right. We see the Boogaloo Boys protesting, getting people to rise up against the government, getting people to join the Boogaloo Boys to get ready for a race war, to get ready for a civil war. This is what these people are doing. They're having people rise, and also ultimately to take down the government too. In the midst of all of this, they're going to try to take down the government, man. So these people, hey, you see them. This is sedition, man. That's sedition. Also, you have the Million MAGA March, where they wanted to rise up against the government too. They broke inside of the Capitol. The reason they did that is because they're getting hip to Esau's New World Order agenda. What is his New World Order agenda? Well, the main one, he wants to put that chip in you, that MOT to the busy. He want to put that in you. And he want to put that juice up in you too. You know, he wants to decrease the population to 500 million. So he wants to kill billions of people and microchip the population, right? You know, and he's going to do that by any means. That's Esau's New World Order agenda. All right, and people are getting hip to that, and they understand that the elites want America destroyed. Because in order to make a new world order, you got to destroy what? The old world order. You got to destroy the old world completely. Everything that everybody knows, you have to destroy that and create a new. So you have people rising up, the Million MAGA March, inciting people to come out and march with them and rise up against the government, man. That's sedition. Also, you had the trucker convoy in Canada. You had one here in America, stretching from, Lord, I don't know how long it stretched, but they were driving from California to, I believe, New York. See that? That's sedition. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. So there you go. And it was a short little video talking about the race war and sedition. Hope it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.